everyone and welcome back to another video. We have today a vlog. It's a bit mental. It's a bit mental in here this morning. Me and Jack woke up in a very windy uppy mood.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
Shut up. We're winding each other up and I'm really scared about my butthole. Stop it. Oakley's getting too excited.
Excited.
Shut up. Shut up. Every time me and Jack are like, not affectionate, but like every time we are touching each other at the minute, Oakley starts shagging his bed, which is just amazing. Anyway, we've just we've just got up. Jack didn't want to cuddle with me this morning in bed. I think he's gone off me.
Starting to.
Toilet. Does this count as swearing on YouTube's thing? Anyway, we've just got up. It is 10 o'clock. The plan today is to go for a hike. Well, are you just determined to make as much noise as possible when I'm starting this video?
No.
The plan is to go for a hike. We are hopefully taking Oakley on his first hike, like a proper hike, because he just shut a cupboard door for no reason. Anyway, come over here so I can keep an eye on you. Jack, I've tried to say this 6 times. You might have seen if you subscribed here, we took him on his like first hike last. Where are you going?
My stuff.
Last hike last year, but we took him on his gentle lead. He didn't really get to hike. He didn't really get to like move about and stuff. So, Oakley, we didn't even touch. If you have seen the update video that went out on Sunday, you will know, but basically we've decided to start putting Oakley on a harness and a flexi lead for his hikes. If you don't want to watch that full video, we're basically doing it because Oakley isn't off lead yet, just because we're scared. So he basically, when we have him on his long line when we're hiking, so like up mountain, well not mountains, that's exaggeration, but like I don't know, up big hills like in the Lake District, or if we're in the woods, the long line just gets attached on everything and it's like tugging on him anyway, like it's tugging on his collar, and the whole idea is that there's never any tension on his collar, so we thought we'd get him a harness so there's no tension on his collar, and then using the flexi lead just means that he can have some freedom, but it's not dragging along on the floor and bringing twigs with it and leaves and all that kind of stuff. So we wanted to go on the first one this weekend because it's also the second, is it the 2nd of October today?
3rd of October today.
Is it?
I think so.
2nd. It's the 2nd of October today, so we want to kind of get some pictures of the trees turning as well. The plan was we were going to go with the Lake District, but we have, for our car, it's on a subscription basis, and we only get a certain amount of miles a month, and I'm just a bit anxious. I'm just a bit anxious about the mileage. We still haven't 100% decided where we're going today, but we've got up when we wanted. We're not doing like an early morning hike, get out and go kind of thing. We're not those types of people. Well, I'm not those types of people. Are you? Lies. He's not. So we've just got up when we want. Well, I got up earlier than I wanted because I wanted cuddles and Jack left me alone. So we're up at 10. Jack's just sorting his breakfast. Oakley needs to have his breakfast. I need to have my energy drink.
And breakfast.
I don't want it.
You need to eat more.
So, chill morning. Oh, sorry, baby boy. We need to figure out what we're doing, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, we have chilled a bit. I wanted to talk about something really quick because I forgot to mention it. You can hear it in the background. I forgot to mention it in the Oakley update. So, we have no idea what's going on. But Oakley's crying. I said in the update that his crying's got better and completely forgot to mention the crying when we're here. His crying has gotten worse whilst his separation anxiety seems to have gotten better. He I've realised that when I'm editing my videos, you can't actually hear him as bad. So if you can't hear, he is crying right now. He's literally just stopped. So he's not right now, but he is crying. Oakley still is pacing around the room and just crying, which he has done for the entire time, which is like the main reason why we used to create him. But we don't know what's going on at the minute. Within the past, what? 1 to 2 weeks,
yeah.
It just seems to have like amped up. We are going to take him to the vets because I know some people are probably like, well, there might be something wrong. There might be. I'm going to ring the vets tomorrow because it's a Sunday today, so can't do it. I'm going to ring the vets tomorrow and maybe just try and get him seen too, because there's other things that he's been to the vets for, which again I forgot to mention, which is very annoying. He has been on medication for allergies this past year. It doesn't seem to have helped that much, unfortunately. Oakley's like main symptom that we took him to the vet for originally was that he's licking his paws. Like, he does it all the time, doesn't he? And this started maybe like May-ish, because it was coming into summer that it started. Well, not started, but we noticed it more, because I think he might have always licked his paws, but then he just started doing it a lot more, like something's up. So when I took him to the vets, that was, if you subscribed, you might have seen me mention it in other videos. He went on hyperallergenic food for a month to try and rule out that it was his food that was making him like itchy, because he licks his paws, but then also he itches his ears a lot, like he'll scratch his head a lot. But then also when he drinks water, he like coughs, but like really intensely, as if he's got like something stuck in his throat. So the vet told us to go on hyperallergenic food and not let him have anything else, to rule out that it wasn't his food that was making him ill. Or his treats, yeah. And he was still doing it, so we went back on the normal food and he went on allergy tablets. They haven't helped. We put him on for, how long was the original? 2 weeks. They were on for 2 weeks and it seemed to help. So then the vet was like, right, well, we'll just keep him on that and then we'll have a review in like a month. And then it just seemed to stop working. He's licking his paws all the time still. We have to like tell him off because obviously we don't want him to hurt his paws by over licking them. And then I try to contact the vets. The vets we're with aren't very good, but it's annoying because they're meant to be the best where we are. So it's very annoying, but we try to get in contact with the vet again. They were meant to ring us back. They never have. They tried once. I missed the call because I was out with him, annoyingly. Not him, the dog. And they never rang back, even though they said they would. So he's finished that course now. So it's a perfect time to ring tomorrow, be like, look, we need to review the tablets, and he is crying constantly. There's also another symptom that we didn't realise was happening, which I'm a bit reluctant to talk about because I'm worried that people are going to be like, well, obviously there's something wrong then. But in our defence, we didn't realise it was happening until, what, the last month?
I don't know what you're on about. I don't know.
The wee.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the last month. So when did the one up here happen? Like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like I said in that update video, Oakley doesn't really settle that much. So we let him up on the settee quite often, don't we? But normally when he settles, he gets off and then goes and like lies in his crate or lies in his bed. Or when he's up on the settee with us, he's not fully deeply asleep, right? He's not like deeply sleeping. And about 3 weeks ago, there was a time where he did go to sleep really, really deeply. And then this happened a few months back as well, didn't it though? Was it months? Or was it when we were in the flat still, the first time?
No, it was months, I think.
Okay, it was months. But when he got up, we noticed there was like a little patch of wee where he'd been sleeping, and we didn't know if it was wee or something else because obviously he's a male dog. So we kind of investigated and we decided it was wee because there was quite a considerable amount. So we cleaned that off and we were like, maybe he's just needed it and not realised that he needed to go to the toilet. But we think he actually might be wetting himself in his sleep because Jack smelt his bed, because obviously he sleeps in his crate and his bed's like one of those big fluffy donut beds, so you can't really tell whether he's wet on it or whether it is wet. So Jack actually investigated his bed and Jack thinks that does smell a bit like wee. And then it happened yesterday again on his new bed. He'd been in a deep sleep because yesterday was a really good day. Yesterday Jack took him out. He did a trick training. We went to a food, if you follow me on Instagram you might have seen, but we went to a food fair and he did incredible. So he went into like a really deep sleep on his bed, which he normally doesn't do. And when he came off by himself because we were just chilling when we were playing games or something and I was editing. And when I got up, I looked over and it looked wet, and when we've investigated there has been another little bit of wee and he hadn't lay on it, so I think he knows what's happening. So we don't know how long that's been going on for either. It hasn't smelt, like he's obviously not fully emptying a full bladder when he's asleep, because otherwise we would have smelt it. Like his crate's in the same room as us, so it feels like we would have been able to smell it. But we think that maybe just when he's in a really deep sleep his bladder can't hold, so he is gonna have to go at the vet. But I don't know if the crying is that, because he's always cried like this. Like he always has paced around the room and just cried, and he will literally, the past week's been the worst, maybe even the past few days, where he's had, because normally if he's crying in the past like 2 years, we've been able to figure out what he's after, whether he's after like pets or whether he wants out, but we just don't want to take him out because he's just been out kind of thing. But the past few days he's just been out, he's just had his breakfast, he's been on his walk, we've gave him pets, and he will still just walk around crying. Like just now it was happening, and he does it for like an hour. Like
before he was just sitting staring at me. I was looking back at him, but he just was still crying, staring at us.
Yeah, because we're very vocal with Oakley. Like I know he can't reply or tell us, but when he's crying we'll be like, what do you want? What's the matter? Like we don't enforce it. We'll wait for him to like stop crying and then be like, what's the matter? And he's got his talking buttons as well, so if he wants to go out or if he wants a drink, he does use them, doesn't he? So yeah, I think he's gonna have to go to the vets. Hopefully it's nothing, but his crying is really bad, especially like when he's in the living room with me. He will settle better with Jack in his office because it's like a smaller room, but when he's in the living room just with me, he'll just walk around and just cry. So that was just something I wanted to talk about because like I forgot to put it in the update video. So yeah, for today we have decided we're going to go to Hamsterley Forest in Durham because it's somewhere that we've seen on Instagram quite a few times. Jack can't remember, but he has seen it and I've seen it, and we were thinking about going to Simonside, but we've just checked and it's still closed. We didn't realise Simonside was also closed because we used to go to Thornton all the time. Thornton was our place that we used to go to with Oakley, but that got really, really badly affected by the storms that we had at the beginning of the year. Like all of the trees are down, so we thought we were going to go to Simonside, but then we've just checked and that is also closed because of the storms, which is heartbreaking. But
it's opening soon though.
Yeah, it says on the website that it thinks it's opening winter 2022, but who knows. So I wanted to go somewhere that I could take pictures of the autumn trees, and Hamsterley Forest is a forest, so there's going to be trees hopefully that are like on the edge of turning. That's a bit of a drive from where we are. How much did I say? About an hour.
About an hour.
Which it's nice because we were going to go to the lakes and that's a bit of a like trip, and then this makes it a bit more of a trip but just not as far. So I think that's where we're going to go. For lunch I think we're going to go to like a Tesco and try and find like a meal deal, and then just eat that there because we've ate out like 2 days in a row for these last few, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but in terms of money it's not great. So I think we're going to go to Tesco, have some food, and then just eat it whenever we want on the walk, right?
Yeah.
It is, do you know what time it is? I don't know where I've put my phone. And my watch is on this hand that's holding the camera. It's 12 now, so we're gonna go get ready and head out, and we can get to show you Oakley's harness. He looks so freaking cute in it, doesn't he? It's so cute. But we're gonna go get ready. Right, we are ready to go. I'm gonna show you what I'm wearing. I feel like a hiking girl. I mean, I'm gonna be wearing my boots, obviously. But I'm driving, so, but what do we think? I look like a hiking girly, I think. Jack is just putting the final stuff in the car. Where's your flexi lead?
No.
Where is it? show them my outfit because I did one myself and I don't think it was in focus. You've got to look.
It's not focusing. There we go. Outfit check. Look really good.
I was saying I think I look like a hiking girl.
You do.
Oakley's showing you his skills.
Probably granola.
This isn't granola. This is Mountain Warehouse hiking girl. No, Mountain Warehouse is kind of granola. I don't know what this is. Anyway, let's go. You ready?
Yes.
This is what Jack's wearing. Sliders included.
Yeah.
Oakley is wearing his harness, but it's not on him yet, so we'll show. I know, I think he's just brought that in. Yeah, we are going. Let's go. We have just pulled up at the Tesco. Jack has just let well, he's taken Oakley out. I don't know if you can see, yeah, that little ginger mark. He's just letting him out because he's just started crying. I don't think he is crying because he's in pain, because he's not cried the entire journey apart from just now, and we think he needs a wee. So I don't think it's a I'm in so much pain I'm crying kind of cry, so please don't be worried about him. And like I say, I'm going to take him to the vets hopefully tomorrow. So it's a bit, it's like, I don't know, it's a bit relieving that he's not crying, that he's in pain, but it's also a bit like, so what's up? I don't know. But Jack's just taking him out for a wee, and then he's gonna go in and get us some food. I'm feeling hungry already, so I'm thinking maybe we might be doing like a snack before we go on the walk, and then maybe find a spot on the walk. It's not as nice here, like as you can see, as what it was at home. It was lovely and sunny at home, and it just feels a bit cloudy and a bit, I don't know, just gringy here. Gringy, is that it? I was gonna, oh, he needed to poop, that's why he wasn't crying. I'm hoping this woods is gonna be nice. It's just, it's a bit windy, and Jack hates the wind. He absolutely hates it, but he's brought a hat, so hopefully you enjoy it. But there's a little catch up. Oakley's doing okay. Hey, you sitting with Mum? Little boy. Hello. Hey, are you excited for a walk? Are you excited? I know you're watching for Dad. You're watching for Dad, aren't you? But he's gonna get food. Yeah, I know. Are you coming across, are you? Thought I'd just have him in the front with me whilst he's waiting for Jack. Are you taking over? I know you're panting. I know you're not comfortable, but I thought it would be better than your bed because he didn't seem very happy there. He's like, the cushion in his bed keeps sliding about a bit in the back because it's not like a flat surface, so I think he just gets a little bit stressed with it, so we need to figure out a way. But Oakley's taken over the vlog. We've just arrived, and I didn't realise how big this place was. The car park is absolutely massive. Jack's having a look at the map, that's why he's crying. And I didn't think it was going to be this busy. Like, it's a massive car park, and it's packed. Like, I didn't think it was this type of a place. I thought it was going to be quiet. We kind of wanted a quiet place for Oakley's first time on his harness. I don't know. Jack's gone to look at the map just to see if we can get like more of a grip of how big it is, and if it's going to be like super busy, because if it's like got loads of trails, it might be all right. We might not see that many people, but if it's all one trail, I feel like we're going to see so many people. So Jack's just having a look. Okay, I'm an idiot and forgot my vlogging camera spare battery, and I've got the rubbish battery that's in the camera is the Canon one, and it just like, it dies without giving me any warning whatsoever. So I'm very annoyed at myself. I'm hoping I can vlog on my big camera when we're walking, because I don't want it all to be phone footage. Anyway, I'm really annoyed at myself. Jack's had a look. It looks like it is going to be busy, so we are having some food. Oakley is having a dentist steak while we're eating, just so we don't have to stop anywhere with it being so busy, because I had in my head that we'd walk for a bit, then stop and eat, and then walk for a bit. But if it's going to be super busy, I think that will just be too stressful for Oakley, because people will be going past and he'll not be able to settle. So we're going to have our lunch, and then we'll get going. Right, should we get your harness on? That's going to do it. Look how cute it is. It's so freaking cute. Let's see if we can put it on right this time. Well, I say you, me. I say we, I meant me.
Wow.
Look how good a boy you are.
A little bit. Oh, there we go. Strapped.
Hi, baby.
A little bit. See, hello. See, you thinking Dad looks funny with his hat on?
I've been used to seeing you with a hat on. I'm not used to it. You look handsome though. I love that hat. I keep forgetting about it and I want to steal it.
Well, this one.
Yeah, because of the furry lining in it.
Yeah.
Wow. Aren't you the most handsome boy? Look at it. It's so cute. You look adorable, baby. You do. Should we get going? Yeah? Changed into my walking boots. Got a pop of yellow to match the hair. Okay, we are out. Sorry if you can hear children.
Yes.
Oh. We haven't had the best start. I know, because there's kids in the background. Right, we had another thing. So we got lost on the trail. We got lost on the trail.
Yes.
I can't treat when I'm vlogging.
Sorry, I know. Goodbye.
We figured out where we're going now, but we also couldn't get his attention at all. We wanted him to walk in a heel. Where are you going? For the first bit. Wouldn't do it. Had something from his harness to ease the collar. Still wouldn't do it. We got there in the end using sausage.
Yeah.
Hi.
Just give him a little treat if he's coming back.
So, yeah, then we got lost again. That was just now. We figured it out. He seems to be doing all right. It doesn't seem as busy the one we're doing. How long was it? 4.5 miles, the one we're going to do.
Yeah.
There's so many different trails. There's like horse trails, bike trails.
The loop.
These are the bike ones. There's running trails. Right, ignore that, that's cyclings. Cyclists. So, finally on my way. He's happy, I'll show you him. He's currently having a sniff. Hey, baby. Oh, right, let us do this hike. We're a bit warmly dressed for it. I might have to take my coat off. It's going a bit mixed. It's very, very pretty, but Oakley keeps, I don't know, getting too far and not turning back.
He got something on his paws.
Yeah, he did. He got something stuck on his paws. I'm sorry if it's shaky. I'm sorry if I'm out of breath. It's been mainly uphill so far. But yeah, he got something stuck in his paws, so he wasn't happy. And then he was very, very, very thirsty. He's got very silly parents who forgot to give him a drink before we started. So he seems to be a bit better now he's had a drink, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But it's going a bit mixed. But you know what? It's the first time. Try not to let it get down too much. He's loving exploring the little bits.
He looks so tiny though when he's away.
Yeah. But yeah, we're here. We're doing it.
What's this? Oakley. Hey. What's it? What is it?
He literally couldn't care less.
Come on.
Good job. That's a good boy. What is it? Go look, Ben. Go look.
Do you like it?
Go on then. Go on, you gotta face your fears. Yes, good job. What is this? Yes, well done.
Try and get him a perch if you can.
Oh, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, come touch. It's too far away. Come here. Ready? Come here. What is this? Can you push? Yes, good job. Good boy. Good boy. Well done. I've managed to get the vlogging camera working for a little bit. We've just got back to the car. Let's close this so it's better lighting. It went the way it went.
Swap, didn't it?
Yeah, it like, the thing is, I want this to be completely realistic, because you know, this happens, it happens, the dogs get you annoyed, and I don't know. We went into this feeling really hopeful. We had an amazing day yesterday where he behaved so freaking well at the food fair, and I don't know, I just thought the harness would maybe like solve some problems and I could enjoy walks again, like I mentioned in the update video.
So
but, pardon?
my back's so cold.
Jack's sweaty, so he's back cold. It just, I don't know, it didn't solve, it solved the problem of the long line, getting caught on things. Didn't get caught on anything, but because he's used to going long, like further away from where, he was just, to be honest though, I don't think that's the issue, because even when he's on his long line, he gets to the end of his long line, he just wants to be as far as he can, like he pushes his boundaries, and it's just, like...
He's normally quite good on the long line where it'll happen a couple of times, but then he'll learn from it and he'll actually get to the end, or he'll start looping only when it gets towards the end.
But it just didn't happen.
Yeah, it's the first time with his harness, so maybe he's just going to learn when he's got his harness on, he can't go as far.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it is disheartening, and I've said it multiple times, but owning a dog's freaking hard, and that was hard because the bits that annoy us mainly, because we understand that things are going to be different and things are going to be difficult, but the bit that pee us off essentially are when he yanks, because like I think that triggers something in you, doesn't it? It triggers a physical response, not for you to like hit the dog, but like because it's a physical thing, you just spark, you get freaking annoyed like straight away because you've been yanked, and it's just like ah, so it gets you annoyed. And then it's when he ignores his food, because we know that he likes that food, because on other walks it's incredible, and the high value food that we used, which were the hot dogs, that's normally his emergency treat, so we thought, oh, this will make him behave properly, and it didn't. My feet are killing. I don't know about yours, because when he pulls, you've got to like pull back on your feet, so my feet are hurting from hitting the end of my shoes. It's just, it's
annoying as well when he does tug and then he continues to tug, like the tug doesn't spark in it to say, oh, I've got to come back. Even at least look back or acknowledge I've been tugged. It's when he just keeps pulling.
And there was no checking in either, which he's so good for on his long line walks, isn't he, in the field. And I understand that like this is a completely different place to the field because there's way more distractions, but what's the intermediate? Like, where do we go to get him better from going from the field to the woods? There's nowhere. Like, you're either in a field or you're in the woods. So it's disheartening. It didn't go the way that we want, but it went bad, but it didn't go horrific.
Yeah, like,
and
could have been a lot more pissed off.
Yeah, if we tried to get him walking a heel the entire time, would have been freaking angry. But it was just recognising things that were too much for him and not even trying. Like, he could not get into a heel on his harness. Like, he could not do it. So,
I mean, as walks go, it was a nice walk that we did. It was just
if you haven't came to Hamsterley Forest, it's lovely. It's so nice. Like I said, bit confusing with the trails because there's so freaking many. And at the car park, there doesn't seem to be a sign for the walking trails. It's just a sign for the... So we were going to try and walk up a cycling trail, and it didn't really click until we saw a walking trail, and we were like, ah, you're not meant to go up this one, you're meant to go up the other one.
They all start at the same place, a couple start in different places, they all overlap a little bit as well, so it's quite confusing as to know which one you want to do. Yeah,
and then there's the walking trails and the running trails, and they're different. But, I mean, I understand why, but it's just when you're coming into this a bit blind, there should probably be a sign being like, by the way, there's all these different trails. Figure out which one you want to do. But, beautiful. Really, really nice. We didn't do the difficult one. Yeah. We ended up doing the 2.5 mile one, just because it's, like, we timed it wrong, and it's alright. We wanted to sleep in a bit and stuff, so...
In retrospect as well, if we try to do the longer one with him like that...
I think we'd be both.
I mean, it's just started raining when we got back to the car as well. So
yeah, it's timed it nicely.
If we were out any longer, we'd get soaked as well.
Yeah, maybe not soaked because there's quite a lot of good coverage there. Yeah. But it's lovely. The parking's a bit expensive. We just paid £7 for parking.
Yeah.
That was all day though, wasn't it? Because it's an hour, 2 hour, or all day. There's not kind of in between. So
I think 2 hours £5 it said as well. So you may as well get all day if you stay in a bit longer.
Yeah, but you could spend a full day. Well, yeah you could, because if you've got kids, loads of parks, like loads of parks. And then we joined up to the small trail, which had like all the Gruffalo stuff on. So yeah, if Hamsterley Forest, isn't it? And it's, is it forest or woods? Hamsterley Woods, because it's owned by Forestry England.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll leave the link in the description box. But
when's this going up?
Friday.
So if you go close to when this video goes up, I think the trees will be beautiful as well.
Oh yeah, we came a bit too early. We thought this would be the weekend to go for like the autumn colours, but next weekend. Next weekend will be the one. But yeah, we're gonna head home now. It's probably like an hour and a half journey for us. We'll probably just, I don't know, cool off. Cool off's probably the wrong word, because we're not angry, but just kind of, yeah, chill, relax a bit.
Hopefully he sleeps. I mean, he's already asleep.
Yeah, he's, oh, is he?
He's already asleep, yeah. He's
oh my god, he looks like a little fox.
He'll be knackered because he's been pulling and tugging and exploring.
Yeah. That's the thing.
He's had an absolute whale of a time.
Yeah, and we've been good. Like, I think I've made it clear that I struggle with keeping my temper with Oakley. Not to a point where I'm hitting him. Please don't think that means I'm hitting him. I've never, no way in hell. But I struggle to keep my temper where I get just
frustrated,
which is autism. I can say this now. My autism makes me get I have the shortest temper in the world. Well, not in the world, but the same as all the other autistic people. But I have a very, very short temper. So when I get angry, I feel it like in my chest, and I'm like, I get very, very angry. Never take it out on him, but I do get like short with him, which sometimes you can tell. But there, he didn't have a freaking clue. He loved his life. He was sniffing about. He was just like, yeah, thank you. So yeah, and he's fine. He's enjoyed his life. It's just us that's annoyed, and that's completely a-okay. We'll calm down, but hopefully he doesn't get all of his sleep out in the car and he'll actually go to sleep at home. I'm not going to finish off the vlog now. I'll make it a bit of a... Should I finish off the vlog now?
Do later. Do later.
Right, okay. I shall catch up with you when we get home. We are back home. I'm in the bath, so you have the view of Oakley and Jack. I'm getting 2 baths. I'm getting a lovely bath from Oakley, and then I'm in a lovely pink bath. We are back. I was cold, so I wanted a bath, and I was stinky. Oakley had his ears brushed because he had rubbish in them. And he's got a wet head because he's getting strokes off mouth. See if I can try and look how wet it is. You're so funny. You're so funny. And we're just trying to decide what we are doing for tea, because Jack can't be bothered to cook. But we can't decide if we want to have takeout or not. You're happy, aren't you? You're happy. Look at his wet head, man.
Tired eyes. You can have a good sleep tonight. You can have a good sleep.
You get comfy. Okay, hello everyone. So I may as well have finished off that vlog in the car because I didn't finish it. We went and we both went in the bath and just had a really chilled night watching the TV. So I'm finishing it here. I do apologise that it's not a proper outro from when the vlog was, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to leave it a like. I have noticed that a lot of you are leaving more likes recently, and I just wanted to point out that I am noticing it, and I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate any comments. I know it sometimes can take me a while to get back to people, but it just happens with autism. Sometimes I just can't communicate very well, but I see them and they mean everything. So thank you to everybody who's been commenting and liking recently. I am hopefully getting to 2,500 by the end of the year, so if you could subscribe if you are new, I would very much appreciate it. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I shall hopefully see you in another one. Bye.